Okay, so we're moving on. So after we said how we need to learn this world and what it is that Hashem created, and we need to, after we understand that the world was created by a creator that created us, and probably for a purpose. We're not an accident. It's not like he sneezed and somehow the world was created. If we go back to the video that I sent to you, the link for the YouTube video, that he explains that Hashem wanted something. And because he wanted something, that is how the entire process started, because of his will. Because he wanted something, he started to create. So what it is that he wanted, why are we here for? So this is what we should focus on. This is what we should figure out. This is what we should try and invest time and try to learn and try to understand. And to understand what is the essence of our existence in this world and how we were created and what for. And not just be carried away with reality. We were born, so we will live and then we will die. There's something more here. There is a truth. There is an essence. There is a reason. Let's understand the reason. Let's understand the purpose of everything. And he says that after we understand what is the truth and what are we here for, and once you understand that this is the reason why you were created, this is the reason why you're breathing, this is the reason why Hashem is letting your heart beat and making you alive every single moment again, then after you know what's the truth, then you should invest your life in it. Why? Because he says you should look at the world and think what it is that you really need to survive. And obviously, every generation will have a different answer. I don't think I'm capable of living in a tent, eating bread and water, even though there were generations where that's what people ate. But I think I'm telling you about my life. I need a house. I need a car. I need clothes for myself and for my children. I need food. Maybe I'm being a little spoiled, but basically, these are the things that I need to live. Do I need the biggest house in the world? Do I need a palace? Probably not. Do I need the fanciest car that costs like $500,000? No, I don't. And instead of investing my life chasing things and wasting my time chasing things that don't matter and they don't really have any meaning, and they just waste my time, because in order to buy this extra big house, I need to devote so many more hours of my life working and trying to earn money, and I could have spent this time thinking or learning or doing something that really matters to the reason of my existence. And so I want to live a proper life, or whatever I consider, what are the things that I need to live a comfortable life. But I don't want to get carried away and just chase things that I don't really need and invest my time in places that are not necessary for me, and waste my time and not use my time to do things that really matter, things that have like an inner purpose, some things that really matter. And he explains it's like if there were two brothers that were given a field as an inheritance from their father who passed away, and the field was empty, and they had two options. They could work in the field, or they could be hired in other people's fields and get their money on a daily basis so they can buy themselves food. And they realized that if they start working at the field all day long and invest their entire life in that field that they were given, they won't be able to live. They won't be able to provide themselves, and they won't be able to bring food for their children, because it will take time for them to see the results of their hard work in the field. So there were two brothers. One was a little lazy and one was very wise. And the one that was wise, he worked in other people's fields every day to get a salary, a daily salary. And every day after he finished working, he went to this field that he was given by his father, and he worked for 1 hour. But during that 1 hour, he worked really, really hard and properly. And then after the time And if he had a day off, he didn't just lie down and rested. He went to work at this field that he was given. And the year after, or like a few months afterwards, the field started growing things. And just by working at his field, he was able to sustain himself. And he had his own field. He was a field owner. And he was able to provide for himself and not be only hired by other people. His brother didn't do so. And eventually, at the end of the year, he was given his daily salary, but the day after, if he wouldn't work, he wouldn't have anything. And his field that he was given, there was nothing there. And it was a waste of time, and it was a shame that he didn't take advantage of the time that he was given and really worked on the things that would last. And it reminds me also, I remember that after, it was I think 2 years ago, that me and my husband, we took a course that teaches you, we had a big amount of money, and we took a course that explains how to make money work for you, how to do special financial investments, whatever, and different things that you can do. And we really got into it, and we learned a lot, and we tried to do things, and we did things with our money. But I realized that I'm devoting so much time for this. I was working very hard. I was contacting people. I was trying to get like this, I don't know how to call it. I was trying to arrange this big thing, and it took me hours. And then I realized I'm working so hard, and you know what? At the end, maybe I would earn like 500,000 shekels. That's a lot of money. But it's money. You know, if I would use this time to do things that matter, to do mitzvot, if I would invest so much in doing mitzvot the same way that I invest in earning money, then I think that it matters so much more. So I stopped doing that, and instead we did a project of dividing the entire Talmud to different people and approaching them, and we did a project for different people to take different pages of the Talmud, and we finished almost the entire Talmud, and thousands of people joined in. And it was amazing, and I was so happy of the way that I decided to spend my time. That is it. Thank you so much for keeping up with me for 2 long videos, and hopefully I will send you one tomorrow as well. Bye, good evening.